Welcome back to Transformation Thursdays. I have finally decided that I will call it Transformation Thursdays. When I get to the point of transitioning, at that point, I will call it Transitioning Thursdays, which you are all privy to, so you'll be able to see that transition. Again, this is for me to hold myself accountable, to grow, learn, and move forward. And if this helps anybody, do with the information what you will. So with that being said, I just want to be as raw as they come. I'm just in my feelings. So this is, feel your feelings, a part of my healing journey process. Feel your feelings. Be in it. What I was able to come up with, I realized mostly within the past couple of months, because I've had very different scenarios that has occurred, worth learning from, worth healing from, worth understanding, worth processing through. And in that, I realized that I have been in fight or flight. And I've probably been in fight or flight forever. But I've more or less recognized it within the past couple months. So, fight or flight. Your body is ready to fight or run if needed. So, even though it's not really appropriate being the key word in this matter, keep in mind, I'm in my feelings. So, appropriate. What is appropriate? Appropriate means correct and fits the situation. Used when something is suitable yet fitting is what appropriate means. So, my fight or flight base to me is based on being appropriate. When and when not to be appropriate. When to assess the situation, how to assess the situation, and how to move forward. Maturely, emotionally stable, being the main one, so that you can communicate effectively. Anyway, the root of my fight or flight is being appropriate and when to be appropriate. So, with that being said, appropriate. Fitting the situation when suitable. Based on what? Based on who's liking. Based on tradition. Based on bloodline. Based on family bond. What that all equaled out to me was blind faith. My fight or flight is based on being appropriate, when to be appropriate, based on blind faith. So, I ask, what is your tradition? Is it based on loving, kind, honorable, righteous, wholesome qualities, traditions, bonds, family bonds? Are your traditions and family bonds, as well as, quote unquote, as I placed it, blind faith, is that all appropriate? Based on who's liking? Is it God's? Not a God complex. Is it God's liking? Appropriate. Bloodline. Family bonds. Blind faith. I say that because some family bonds were appropriate and others weren't. What is your tradition? If it's none of those qualities that I've mentioned, then fuck your tradition. Fuck your appropriate liking. Fuck fight or flight, because that's what it's based on. You understand? So as I mentioned, I come as raw as I'm feeling, because I'm in my feelings. Now, with that, I still need to heal. Like I mentioned from the very beginning, I am healing, I am not healed. But this is how I process things. So if it's not righteous, I don't want it. So, with that being said, this is how I heal. I had to face those who I felt caused and added fears to my trauma, fight or flight, to that way of being. But I also had to face my own inner demons, why it caused it. And so with that being said, I need to release that. But it's still okay to feel your feelings and process and understand where you are within the universe. Because who bloodlines matters. Mine, yours, or God's. In all reality. So, just kind of on a lighter note, I was given a great idea that I would love to share, just to kind of balance out the negative thoughts with positive thoughts. I was advised to create a gratitude or an appreciation jar. So I got a huge mason jar, and in coming to realize my fight or flight, I realized that when I want to do so many things at once, I get overwhelmed and then I don't want to do it. But fear not, because every single time I'm put under that pressure, I get it done. But the fight or flight is very, very, very exhausting. But anyways, I still get it done. So with that being said, to balance out the negative thoughts with the positive thoughts, because I have so much to be appreciative for, I created this jar in 5 minutes because I decided not to dwell on how pretty I wanted it to be. I just did it because what matters is what goes in the jar. So, here you go. I had some extra construction paper. I could have flexed and made it look better, but again, I wanted to get it done. It took me 5 minutes. And so with all those negative thoughts, I was able to add some positive. So I am appreciative for having a home, having a bed to sleep in, clothes in my bag, food in the fridge, and my kids are taken care of. So with that being said, I guess I can't ask for more. I can't complain. So, love yourself, love others, and happy almost Valentine's Day.